You probably heard of creatine. Maybe you even tried it. But the chances are that you're either taking it wrong or you're misunderstanding the benefits of it. What I want to explain in this video that creatine is not only for getting jacked, it actually can help you in many other aspects of training and even cognitive function. What is creatine and who is it for? Well, creatine is one of the safest, most researched, and one of the most well-known supplements in a fitness industry. It's also one of the most effective supplements that are out there. The beautiful thing that it can help you to train harder, recover a little bit faster, and it can even boost brain function. Yes, it can boost brain function, and this is also mind-blowing to me when I first heard that. Because through taking so much creatine as I did, I should be a genius by now. Creatine is not only for men, it's not only for athletes, it's for everyone who wants to feel and perform better. And to be honest, if anything, ladies should be taking creatine more than males do because they produce less. And because they produce less, they would see more benefits from taking it. What I like about creatine is that it's one of those supplements that actually well researched and it's actually cheap, which doesn't happen very often because fitness industry wants to, well, supplement industry wants to get all money from you for the benefits that may not even exist on certain supplements. And creatine is not one of them. It's cheap, effective, safe, and it can even help your grandma. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is thinking that they need to go through a loading phase from creatine. What loading phase is that when you start supplementing for a first week, you should be taking around 20 grams of creatine in order to preload your body with creatine. But to be honest, there's no need to do that. And all that does is just makes your wee expensive, and it can also upset your stomach a little bit. I have tried higher doses of creatine myself. I haven't seen upset stomach personally, but there is some evidence on internet that upsets some people's stomach because we're all different. And to be honest, there's no need to preload it. Just take 3 to 5 grams a day. Every day. You don't need to rest from it. You can just take it like 3 to 5 grams every day for the rest of your life, and you don't need to deload it or anything. To be honest, it's a wonderful supplement. I personally try to aim on a higher dose for 5 grams because I'm a 107 kilogram male. I don't think that I should be having as much as, for example, a 60 kilo female, because I need to load a bit bigger body. So if you're on the bigger side, take 5 grams of creatine a day yourself. If you're on the smaller side, take the 3-gram dose. But scientifically, the 3-gram dose has been proven to be effective. So yeah, 3 grams is enough. One of the mistakes that I have been making in the past with taking creatine is I used to have a creatine and I mixed it in either my coffee or had it, well, just have my creatine and follow that with the coffee because I am someone who loves to drink coffee. And last year I've been having a consultation with a nutritionist, which told me that this is basically pointless because when you consume coffee after having your creatine or having it together, it actually messes up the absorption rate of creatine, and it makes it kind of pointless if you follow your creatine with the coffee. If you're mixing it with your morning coffee, maybe it's a good idea to have that creatine with your post-workout shake, or just have it at some separate occasion. There is like many different forms of creatine now. I personally just buy some from the local shop, which comes in a drink, and I just have it as I would be having water. It's a nice flavored creatine drink. And yeah, I just try not to drink it around my coffee times. Another mistake that people make is that they stop when they're not seeing any results from creatine. And to be honest, you're not gonna get a significant pump or anything like that because you're consuming creatine. Creatine mostly helps you with having that 1 or 2 extra reps when you're lifting heavy weights, because that's just simply how our energy systems work. And if you are consuming creatine, it's not gonna magically make you put on a lot of muscle mass. It can help to increase the intracellular water levels, which will expand your muscles a little bit, but it's not gonna be all of a sudden you will become as jacked as Dwayne Rock Johnson is. That just doesn't work that way. And you just have to be having a little bit more humble expectations from the supplements that you take. What it actually helps with? Well, creatine helps with strength and power. So when you're lifting heavy weights, like I said, you will be able to squeeze 1 or 2 extra reps, or you may be able to recover in between your heavy sets a little bit quicker, which is a huge win because you can do a little bit more training. We also start seeing a lot of research around creatine helping with the brain function, and that means that you will have a better focus, better memory, and generally you will have a lesser mental fatigue. People like Rhonda Patrick, which is a scientist in US, talks about creatine supplementation, and one of the recent podcasts that I was listening with her, she was talking how she does a 20-gram creatine dose if she has a podcast or she had a jet lag from lack of sleep, because that helps her to stay more mentally sharp when she's, well, talking on podcasts or doing any mentally demanding work. If you're still asking yourself, should you take it? The answer is yes. Take it for the rest of your life, 3 to 5 grams. There is very minimal risks. There's only benefits from that. And you can benefit from taking creatine more if you are active and training, if you want to improve your performance, and if you want to improve your mental performance as well. So it's absolutely amazing. The fact that it's cheap, I think you can buy unflavored one for like 25 pounds, which will last you literally a year. So that's nothing. When you think about something that can help you with performance, mental and physical, I mean, this is a no-brainer for me. And just 2 things to avoid when you're taking creatine is skip the loading phase, there's no need for that, and make sure you're not drinking it with coffee. And to wrap this up, creatine might be a boring supplement. It doesn't promise a significant fat loss. It doesn't offer a significant muscle gain. But to be honest, none of the supplements do. But if you want to perform better in the gym, and if you want to have a better mental focus, this is the supplement that you should take. And if you enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks that you will enjoy this one. So I'll see you in the next video.